Alright guys, it's time to talk about Memecore or M on the channel for the first time. Now keep in mind, I do not have any of this coin myself personally. I don't plan on buying it. It's still too young for me. This just started according to Bitget on the 3rd of July. And most coins, when they're about a month and a half old, they have not found that floor yet, guys. So anyways, let's take a look at the technicals. Let's see what's going on. I've actually jumped over to X and I didn't really find anything going on. I have no idea why it's pumping at the moment. But anyways, this is, it says the meme president L1. The purpose is built for meme 2.0. So that's interesting. Anyways, let's take a look. It's sitting at 45 cents at the moment. But there is this trend line which extends back to the 12th of July, and you can see it tried to break out on the 4th and the 5th of August. Now, it did get kind of a rejection here on the 17th, and it fell back within this trend on the 18th. Yesterday, it tried a big push to go up. It also retested the floor here at about 39.1 cents as well. So that's actually a good thing, but can it break out of this trend line? I do think it will. Just the simple fact that it made a big push yesterday. It's probably gotten through a lot of liquidity to the upside here. So anyways, it needs to cross 46.4 cents basically to get above this line. And then you have 52.5 cents, and then 58.2 cents, and then 63.5 cents. And that's the next resistances here until you get this last resistance up here at about 85.3 cents. So, these are daily resistances, so they're not as strong as weekly resistances. Keep that in mind. So that's another good thing to remember, guys. This can easily go up. But yeah, let's take a look at some more technicals here. Looking at the volume profile, guys, you can see that we are just slightly above the point of control here. It actually retested that last week, it looks like. Let me just pull this out so you can see it. We're sitting about right here, guys. And yeah, you can see it retested this point of control. And actually the week before that, it looks like it made the push through. So, the week before this, about 4 weeks ago, we can say, or 3.5 weeks ago at this point, it tried to push through but couldn't. Then it pushed through. Retest, probably going to get that bounce now, I imagine. So we do need to get above about 46.5 cents here, and then the volume goes down, just step by step. Now, we can only look at the daily Bollinger Bands here. We could look at lower time frames, of course, but I don't think that's very reliable. I like to look at daily and weekly Bollinger Bands. So it did get kind of a pinch here on 2nd and 3rd of August, really. Did get this little bit of a push up here to about 58 cents, and since then it has trickled down. Now, it isn't really pinching in here. This bottom line, it is coming up slightly, but there's no pinch here from the blue line. So this is not the result of the Bollinger Bands, I'm just going to go ahead and say. But yeah, there's nothing really higher to look at like a weekly Bollinger Band. But the fact that this is not pinching in, this is not why Memecore is going up. Now looking at the RSI and stochastic here, guys, on the daily time frame, this actually looks pretty good. It's just getting out of the oversold territory here on stochastic. RSI is pointed to the upside here, just bounced off this midpoint basically. And yeah, daily looks pretty good. The 4-hour time frame, getting a little bit overheated here on stochastic, but the RSI is still coming up. It's still neutral territory. So kind of a mixed signal there. 1-hour time frame actually looks pretty good. The blue line just crossed the red line to the upside. Still has a long way it can run. And the RSI here is slightly pointed up and it's not overheated. So that actually is not bad. Now the 15-minute time frame overheated here and looks like it's starting to come down. It's kind of sloping. Maybe it wants to turn back up. But again, it's overheated. The RSI is just almost right on this line, guys. So it's just about to get overheated here. So we have basically 2 time frames that are showing overheated or mixed signals. And then we have 2 time frames that look okay. The longer time frame, the better. So the daily actually looks okay. And like I said, this 1 hour looks okay. So we may get a small push. What I would imagine happening here at best is probably clearing this line, this resistance at 46.3. Yeah, I don't expect to clear 52.5 without any news or any push from Ethereum, any big push. Actually, Ethereum is moving to the upside right now. We'll take a look at it in a little while. But yeah, I just don't expect anything much more than that. If we put this on a 4-hour time frame, it has closed some 4-hour time frame candles outside of this trend line. That's good to see, but we do need to, put a daily over that. So the daily is still being worked on. Got rejected yesterday. But yeah, that would be my guess, guys. And, that's just anything can happen. Maybe they come out with some news. Maybe somebody knows something that I don't know. But yeah, I just don't see that happening, getting over 52.5 cents without any news or whatever, guys. Now, one more indicator to consider, guys, is the MACD here. And again, we can only look at the daily time frame. It looks like it is trying to end this red period here. We do have a light red candle. The blue line is pointed slightly to the upside. Looks like it probably would cross this red line. I would say probably in about 2 days at least, maybe 3. And then you're going to see a little bit more upside here with Memecore. Now, Memecore is the number 140 coin. It's up about 20% today. The max supply is pretty good, guys, 10 billion. This is pretty standard, I would say. The total supply is about half of that, which has been already created. Now, circulating is only 1.67 billion, so that is pretty low as well. Now, if we go down and we look at the all-time low, it says about 2 months ago on July the 4th. That's about 4.7 cents here. Now, all-time high was about a month ago on July 11th. And it's sitting about 49%, let's just say 50% down. So you're getting about a half off discount here from the all-time high. Now, like I said, guys, this could be an excellent coin, maybe an excellent project. Maybe it can prove me wrong. But 99% of these new projects go down 95, 98, 99%, guys. So the fact that this is, made a push and it's only about 50% down, it's not bad, but I would still be a little bit afraid to buy it personally, just because I'm not sure if it really has hit its floor. Now, before I go a little farther in this video, guys, you can claim some bonuses on my favorite crypto exchanges below. I have partnerships with 10 exchanges. Of course, if you use my links, I do get some small commission, guys. It's really just pennies. Yeah, we also have Moodix here. It's a free 7-day trial if you want to try that out. And you can follow me on X here, guys. Now, jumping over to the Bitcoin chart, it's at 113,200 at the moment. It did kind of get a rejection here at about 114,150, let's say. And this is a weekly time frame resistance, so it's going to be a little bit stronger than these orange lines, guys. Those are daily ones. Now, yesterday we did lose about $3,000, unfortunately, maybe a little bit more. And let's hope that we can get a bounce here, that we don't complete like an M pattern, guys. We don't want to see, breakdown from the M pattern, because basically that would probably put the target all the way. Let's see, let's do a measurement here. And if that's the fact, guys, if we break down, it's going down to about $105,000. That would be the target of the M pattern, guys. So let's hope not. But I think Bitcoin will actually hold personally. But that's just anybody's guess, guys. I can make my own guesses. You can make your own. I do personally think it will hold. But yeah, we have to wait and see. Now, one negative thing here on the CME chart, guys, you can see we did have this inverse head and shoulders. We have not reached that target yet at about 148,000. But if we take a closer look here, guys, on the daily time frame, we have probably fallen under this neckline a little bit. Yesterday, it looks like we lost this. Now, is this line perfect? Maybe, maybe not. So maybe I could readjust this a little bit. But I'm going to leave it where it is because, I do think it's pretty close to perfect. But, yeah, it is getting a rejection here at the moment where you see this neckline. Now, jumping to Ethereum, guys, it does look a little bit better, maybe slightly better than Bitcoin at the moment. But it did basically come down to retest this big box that I have, guys. Now, this box is basically where Ethereum has gotten rejected 5 out of the last 6 times it's been here. And yeah, I think, this is probably just a retest of all these supports. and especially this area. This area is kind of important to really retest. So I'm glad to see it's getting a little bit of a bounce now. We do have a next resistance here at about $4,200 on a weekly time frame. And then we have a couple of dailies, and then we have another weekly here. But basically after that, guys, it's only daily resistances to the upside, and then you take on the all-time high. So it's not going to be too difficult to get back up. We just have to clear really $4,300, and then it becomes a little bit easier, to go up. Now jumping over to the total market cap, guys, you can see that we are at 3.77 trillion. We did find support at 3.73. That's this little line right here. And so yeah, we do need to take on 3.8 trillion. We did get a rejection there, unfortunately, today. Now the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, you can see this on a monthly time frame. We actually are trying to get above the 1.51 trillion mark at the moment. This is the monthly time frame. So if we can seal a candle over that point in the next 11 days, and from August to September, that would be excellent. So let's see what we can do. On a weekly time frame, it looks like this, guys. Basically, it's probably just coming down to test the support. Now on a daily time frame, it looks like it's getting a rejection. So hard to say what it's going to do, but I do think eventually we will trend up. Now the Bitcoin dominance did get a pump in the last couple of days. Today it does have a red candle. However, it is getting a little bit of a pushback right now, more towards the green candle. So let's hope not, though, for us altcoin holders. Sitting just below 60% at the moment. And yeah, it's just basically still really consolidating here, in my opinion. But eventually, I do think this will trickle down to the 58.61 and lose that support. Now, the USDT dominance, guys, this is a little bit dangerous here. We did close a daily candle above this trend line, so that's a little bit interesting to see. People are now putting their crypto into USDT. So yeah, this trend line extended back from April, guys. So we got rejections here back in June. And yeah, we have sealed a candle yesterday over this trend line. So it's a little bit worrying. But we are today getting back, under this trend line. So that's a good thing. But yeah, this can just be a retest, actually, of this trend line. So let's see what happens in the next 12 hours. I do personally think, this will fall back under the trend line, and we're going to lose the 4.31% though. Now, the altcoin season index is stuck on a 51 for some reason, but eventually it will move. Liquidation heat map, about 457 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours. If we look at it this way, guys, there is a little bit of liquidity below us, so maybe we go down to about 112 or so, take out this, and then make that move up, because there's a lot more liquidity above us, guys. These are all shorts, which are going to get burned if we do move to the upside. So keep that in mind. Now, fear and greed is a 44 today. We did move down from a 56 yesterday. We have the next update in about 12 hours, guys. Now, bull market peak indicators, still nothing has been hit. So that's why I'm holding out hope, guys. It's still 100% hold at the moment. Now, the Pi cycle top indicator, in my opinion, is the best indicator. Still not even close to crossing. Now, today we do have the FOMC meeting minutes. So this is probably the most important thing for today. We need to see where these Fed and governors really stand. And, we do have still risk on sentiment, guys. So this trend is fading, and today hasn't been a great day. So let's see what happens, but there's still an 85% chance that we're going to get that quarter point cut at least. I would like to see this, though, shift to the other side, and we start some discussion about a half point cut once again. Now, jumping over to crypto bubbles, you can see there's just a few bubbles here that are in the green, unfortunately. So it's been kind of a bad day, bad, hour, actually, week, month, but the year is still green. Now, they don't have any Memecore staking deals here in Coinando, guys, but if you want to check out, Bitcoin or Ethereum or something like this, you can go here, check it out, do your homework. Don't just blindly send coins around, guys. Be careful. And anyways, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and like I said, please use those links down below, guys. It really helps me. It gives me just pennies. Unless you're a major mega trader, I'm not going to get anything but pennies probably. So yeah, anyways, guys, we have over 1,500 subscribers, and I thank you all. And guys, I will see you in the next one.